Atletico Madrid snatched 3 points from the Sanchez-Pizjuan right at the death in a game where both teams headed into this clash very much needing a win to change the mood in the camp. And it was Sevilla who on the front foot early on, with Quique Salas attempting to connect that cross, which was turned behind for a corner kick. Rubén Vargas, yet again prolific down the left-hand side, providing that back heel, which would be his final touch of the game. And how about that for a finish from Agume? His first goal as a Sevilla player, firing these shots. A controlled yet powerful attempt beyond Jana Black. Here we'll see in the replay how, when playing the back heel, Vargas feels his hamstring. A wonderful finish from the former Inter Milan player. Plenty of bodies in the way. Jana Black was late to react. So a bittersweet moment, it could be said, as the goal was celebrated, but Rubén Vargas would have to be replaced after a muscular injury, which could spell the end of the season for him. Ejuke coming on for him on the left-hand side. How would Atletico Madrid respond after a difficult month, having been knocked out of the Champions League and the Spanish Cup in the semi-finals and seen themselves slip away in the title race? Now Will Molina with that shot dragging wide. Ejuke had an immediate impact on the game. Bicycle running past Nahuel Molina rather, and looking to set up one of his teammates inside the box. A pivotal intervention from Lenormand, also from Jan Oblak there. But it's that touch from Lenormand which prevented Adams from finishing the move. And Conor Gallagher got a penalty here out of nothing. It was a heavy touch from the English international, but he got there before Loic Barret. A clumsy challenge from the French centre-half, gifting Atletico Madrid a way back into the game. And no mistake made by Julian Alvarez, who scored his 12th goal of the season in La Liga EA Sports, sending Neeland the wrong way. And after that, it was a bit of a flat end to the first half, but this the clearest chance for Sevilla. It was a lovely ball played through towards Akor Adams. Pass from Agume. Jana Black makes the save, and then Lenormand making sure that the ball didn't spin into the goal. Goalkeeping from Oblak, who received a blow to his left arm, which required a bit of minor treatment. This set piece from Sevilla, Ejuke would turn away from Julian Alvarez and attempt to surprise Jana Black at the near post. Lovely turn of pace from the Nigerian player. Jibril So snatching at that shot over the crossbar. Despite it being a slow end to the first half, Sevilla were piling up the chances. Adrià Pedrosa connecting this volley wide. And a number of changes at half-time, with Galan coming on for Atletico Madrid, Nahuel Molina being replaced, meaning that Azpilicueta was back in his natural right-back position. Gudel also coming on. The first chance would also be for Sevilla in the second half. Quique Salas with his shot into the side netting. Or Adams rather hopeful with this long-distance curling attempt, which was never really a plausible threat to Jan Oblak. Giuliano Simeone working hard as ever down the right-hand side. It wasn't to be Griezmann's day yet again. Koke and Sorloth, the super sub, coming on for Atletico in the second half. Chance here for Luque Bacchio, who turned on to his weaker right foot. That added to the fact that there was a deflection, took the sting out of his shot. So Sevilla desperately looking to get themselves back in the lead. Akor Adams and Luque Bacchio linking up. They weren't having any joy against a compact defensive unit in Atletico Madrid. And Giuliano, he ran out of steam in the second half, replaced by Riquelme. Saúl, taking on his parent club, would also make an appearance, as did Isaac Romero. Funnily enough, Ejuke, who came on as a substitute in the first half, was taken off in the second. Riquelme almost immediately pulling off a threatening shot, which was blocked by the defence. And then Julian would find some space on the edge of the box, but his curling effort didn't have enough purchase on it to threaten Neeland. Punch clear here by the goalkeeper, and Conor Gallagher's final service of the game was this volley sliced over the crossbar. This man would come on to replace him, Thomas Lemar. Loic Badet, always a threat from set pieces, coming in at pace with force. Heading this one over the crossbar. Julian Alvarez always offering an option to his teammates, but he was guilty of being a little bit too selfish there, as he controlled and took aim from long distance. And free kick, which is always a threat when Gudel is on the field of play, but not his most powerful effort here. There was no sense in the final minutes that anybody would come away with the 3 points. So Riquelme put in that cross that was cleared by Gudel. Julian Alvarez again finding some space. He's an expert at looking for and finding those little pockets of space in and around the box. And forced a save out of Nieland. Both goalkeepers almost spectators throughout this game. Final substitution of the match, with the Dumbo coming on for goal scorer Lucien Agoumet. With some heavy legs, Atletico Madrid tried to catch Sevilla on the counter, but Djibril Sow was on hand to prevent Pablo Barrios from finishing this move off. To pick up this ball, and there was an invitation for him to run forward, which he accepted, and ended up curling this left-footed shot into the bottom corner. This would come in added time, his first goal of the season for Atletico Madrid. It's taken a while, but what a moment for him to finally pop up with a goal, enabling Atletico Madrid to snatch a win, which, given the performance of the team on the field of play, was probably a little bit more than they could have hoped for. But when you've got quality players, they can come up with quality moments, such as this one from Barrios. And there is the celebration of the manager, Diego Pablo Simeone. As for Sevilla, well, no wins at home in 2025, but a very good 3 points for Atletico Madrid.